Well, today is Monday, the 12th of May, and it's my rest day. I've already had my Ilium pipe bagpipe lesson from Becky on the veranda of one of the wonderful log cabins here. And it's been a bit cloudy all morning, and it's now 2:15 in the afternoon, and we've just had a pretty heavy downpour, and we're due to get some thunderstorms later, it says. But that doesn't matter because it's my rest day. And I've got the takeaway bag there that had croissants and a latte in, courtesy of Coast and Country Caravans site. And they're a fantastic team here. David, who greeted me, I think, on the day I arrived on Saturday, was great to chat to. And everybody, all the people, all the young people, I will say, who I've seen working very hard, repainting or sorting out preparation for repainting walls, outside walls, talking to guests and giving them advice on all manner of things. And the team in the reception office, Agatha, who's looked after me admirably, as has Danielle, and also Dan. Yes, they're all seemingly called Dan or Danielle, or a lot of them are, but it's lovely. At least it helps me at my age not forget names. So I'm here reading my Dan Simmons book on a lovely afternoon of relaxation. I've planned the walks for the next 4 days, and I've got 2 more days to plan this afternoon. So on Tuesday I'll be going from Simonsbath to Dunkerrygate, Dunkerrygate to Kingsbridge on the next day, and then on Thursday Kingsbridge to Monksilver, and then Friday Monksilver to Crowcombe Gate. They're all about 15 kilometres long, and that's because I'm finding that having to cycle back when I've finished my walk, it takes quite a bit out of you, especially with Levko on your back in the rucksack, although I don't begrudge him that because he snores delightfully and keeps me amused as I push my bike up all these Devon and Somerset hills. Well, it's Somerset Hills now because we've left Devon well behind after we left Bratton Fleming yesterday. And so I'm aiming to keep it to 15-kilometre walks with 15-kilometre cycles. As the terrain changes, that will change too. It could go up, it could go down. It depends what the terrain's like. But 15 kilometres walk and 15 kilometres cycle is doable. The walk takes 4.5 hours. The cycle takes an hour and a half. And with a meal, that's enough for a day in the outdoors. Yesterday, just as it finished the walk, and I was getting back to Simonsbath, the heavens opened, but after a pretty heavy downpour of about half an hour, it stopped. And that was after I'd been chased by a crowd of cattle. Anyway, a herd of cattle they were all young, and there would no doubting there would have been between 20 to 30 of them, and they're all bouncy and, obviously having a fantastic old time. But when they saw me and Levko, they started aiming for us, and so we managed to get to a gate and get beyond the gate and close the gate, and they all came to look at us, and I was just glad I wasn't on the other side of the gate. So we've got to always be aware of things like that with horses and cows around here. Sheep aren't so much bothered about me, even though they've got lambs. They just tend to wander off. and I'm looking forward to the rest of the week now. I've got my planning well underway, and despite the inclement weather this afternoon, we're going to enjoy our time here, relaxing on the campsite, and we're even going to eat on the campsite this evening when the trailer cafe opens. He's a lovely character, and I want to support him as well. So this is signing off now from Lynmouth Holiday Retreat. Highly recommended for any form of camping, caravanning or glamping. I'm on the cheap seats in the site, and to be quite honest, I'm quite happy because I have well, you can't see it now. Where's the sea gone? Anyway, the sea is there, and at night the sun goes down just over that hill, and it's a wonderful sight. We'll try and see if we can get a nice sunset tonight. But I'm really pleased, and that actually on the left is the veranda where I had my piping lesson this morning, and my bike is out there braving the weather at this moment. I'll sign off now and look forward to meeting you again tomorrow when we start our walk early in the morning again.